very good. Thank you. It's called just listening to them on the radio.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. This is an incredibly special day, and I tell you, I'm going through a minor remodel process in my house. I never realized how much space you have until you remove all the junk and until you scrape a lot. And it's incredible how large the site is. But this is a very special day. My name is, by the way, my name is Mike Jen. I have the honor of serving as mayor of Redondo Beach, and it's an honor for me to welcome all of you here. Today is again an important milestone in the promise of a new North Branch library, and it's very significant because, as you know, government turns slowly, and it took a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of community support to get us to this day. Once you do a groundbreaking, you are more than committed, and this is why we're very excited about this. Let me take a moment, first of all, to introduce some of the special guests that we have here today. From Senator Jenny Ortega's office, he has Sharon Weissman. Sharon, thank you for being here, Sharon. Really appreciate that. From our city council, and I will tell you, there were times over the past years where people questioned the wisdom of this decision to build this library, of raising the money, of devoting the money to it that we needed to, and through the thick and the thin of it, the council, both the current one and past ones, have stuck with this, and they have seen the vision for this library. They have seen how important it is to our entire community, and I really wish to applaud them for their leadership and keeping that commitment. So we've got a few councilmen here today. Councilman Pat Aust from District 3. Pat, thanks for being here. See, I don't know if Councilman Diels has showed up yet. He's our Mayor Pro Tem. This is his district that we are in, so I know he'll be being here. He will be here shortly, I know. Councilman Matt Kilroy, District 5. Matt, thanks for being here. We also have our City Treasurer, Ernie Odell. Ernie, where are you? There you are. Good to see you, Ernie. I also wanted to introduce some certain members of our city staff en masse, and please hold your applause. Without the support of our staff, they are the individuals that make things happen in our city. We as the elected officials sometimes get the glory and most of the time the blame for what happens, but we cannot do what we do without their support. First and foremost, our city manager, Bill Workman, assistant city manager, David Biggs. We've got our police chief, Joe Leonardi, right over that in the back. We've got our city engineer, Steve Huang, who plays a critical role in projects such as this. I don't know if I see any other department heads, but certainly last but not least, our esteemed library director, and one who has been just a champion of this project from thick and thin, through good times and bad, Gene Scully. Gene, thank you. Thanks so much. We also have a few other folks here that I was able to see earlier that I wanted to point out as well. We've got a tremendous partnership with some vendors that are going to help this be a reality. From Rossetti Architects, we have Nicole, Lizzie, and Jaime. I think they're in the back here somewhere. Thank you all for being here today. And also from SMC Construction Company, they're the ones that are really going to be doing the work, the physical labor to really help make this a reality. I think Ben Javar, and I apologize if I mispronounce it, from SMC Construction, and also Sean Keeley is here. So folks, thank you all very much for being here, and I think you've got some colleagues there as well. Just some facts about this. Okay. In the coming weeks and months, there will be a flurry of construction activity. Okay, that's very obvious. Sometime in late October, expect to see structural columns go up on this site, giving shape to the new facility. And the council also mandated that since this is one of the first new public buildings in our city, we want it to be as environmentally friendly as possible. So we're very much looking forward to this being a LEED certified building. We're striving for LEED Silver or above in terms of the rating. Let's see, what else do we have here? A couple other organizations that I haven't mentioned yet, and I really wanted to point them out. The Friends of the Redondo Beach Public Library and the Redondo Beach Library Foundation. We have the chair of the chair of the Library Commission and president of the Friends of the Library, Ruth Tewalt. Ruth, thank you for being here as well. We also have the president of the Library Foundation, Rebecca Sargent, who you will hear from as well later. Rebecca, thank you so much. We are pleased that Mayor Pro Tem Steve Diels has showed up. Steve, thank you for being here. Good timing. Perfect. Okay, also, we want to remind you that the Foundation's efforts for raising money for this library has not ceased. While we were able to get it to this point, we will always need funding to help pay for some of the books, to increase the inventory, the operations and maintenance. The goal of the envision of the Foundation will never, the work will never be done, and so we really appreciate their efforts. Just a couple news events. The most recent fundraising event was the Dolphin Dash held at the pier last Saturday. Independent Auto Repair won the corporate challenge. In the meantime, and Jim Chen, thank you for being here, Jim. Really appreciate it. In the meantime, for any construction-related concerns, please feel free to call 310-372-5444. Okay, with that, we have some individuals that will be speaking here. First of all, let me call up our Mayor Pro Tem, Councilmember Steve Diels, in whose district we are in. Councilmember Diels, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming. Thank you, council members past and present that made this possible, and thank you, community members who worked so diligently to make sure that we did our job as council members. Because without the public's contributions and dogged follow-through, we wouldn't be doing this. So this is really a tribute to the people of Redondo Beach, the citizens, and all the effort from people from District 1 all the way to District 5 who love our libraries and want a safe place for our kids to learn and a nice community community gathering place. Mayor Jin, I want to thank you too for your follow-through and support. And as he said, the fundraising is never done. And I have right here, I'm going to hand out to you, Redondo Beach Dodger Day, an opportunity to actually raise money for the library going forward. The Dodgers will actually make a donation for every ticket that is purchased through the website that's actually linked to the Dodgers website. I've got information here. I'd also like to point out this is an incredibly beautiful day. Unbelievable. I had lunch today with a council member from the city of Whittier, and after we had lunch he was going to continue to hang out in Redondo Beach even though he's got a council meeting tonight in Whittier. So I told him it was really not a particularly nice day, but we have actually better days than this here in Redondo Beach. But I meant that facetiously. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful location. We're working very hard to continue to improve Artesia Boulevard. It is the economic hub of Redondo Beach. You can see all the activity going by, right on behind us. And what's actually kind of nice is if you just look over my shoulder, which isn't hard to do, and you can see this beautiful project. It looked kind of scary when it was going up, but it came out very, very beautifully. So we've got private investment, we've got public investment with community support, and I think that's good government. So thank you all for your support, and look forward to building this thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Diels, very much. And again, Steve has been a critical champion for this effort, particularly for his district here, so really appreciate it. Okay, next, I'd like to call up Councilmember Matt Kilroy from District 5, the northern part of our district. Matt, welcome. Thank you.
I was thinking about what to say this afternoon, and it kind of struck me that I'm in a kind of a strange position after only being on the council a couple of years and knowing how long it's taken this project to really come to fruition. So I'd like to recognize my former councilman before me, John. Where'd you go? How can I lose John? On the phone. He's on the phone. Well, there you go. But, you know, John Parsons, Don Zerlip, Chris Cagle were all really important factors in making sure that we got the funding we needed for this. From the first $1 million that was dedicated by the City Council to the last set of money that was then put forward to kind of put us over the top. And really, they deserve an awful lot of credit for this because without their getting it started, it wouldn't have happened. I'd also like to say the city staff also, because it would have been very easy in the last 6 months to sit there and look at the capital funds being put towards this library and say, well, there's an easy out for fixing all of our financial woes for this coming year would be to delay the library, take some of that capital money back and roll it back into the general fund. But it didn't happen. It shows that staff does truly understand what the citizens want, and they really have the best interest of everyone at heart. And I really applaud them for sticking through with that vision. And then lastly, the organizations, the Redondo Beach Friends of the Library, the Redondo Beach Library Foundation, Scott, Anastasi, and Sheila, and Rebecca, and all the other people who worked really hard, Barry Brennan, and of course our beloved Marilyn White, which we should never forget, her vision and her dedication to this project. They really gave us, the City Council, the message of how important this library was, and that message is something we then took forward and put to work. So I really give them an extra applaud, an extra thanks for making this all happen.
Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate it. Okay, also like to recognize... Oh, yeah, come on up, Pat. Before I recognize Pat, we are honored to have the Deputy for Supervisor Kanabe for the South Bay, Steve Napolitano. Steve, thank you so much for being here. And, you've got a... Okay, we'll get you to come up in a little while. Okay, Pat, welcome.
Well, from the history end of this, for those of you that don't know, I want to commend the former councils, but I want to go back 50 years because a lot of people don't realize this site that I'm standing on right now, this used to be Fire Station 2 for the city of Redondo Beach. Councils then had the foresight to save the site, remodel the very small little fire station or a library that was put here in '47, and remodel it and make a parking lot here so that we would actually have the property that we could build a new library on today. So it goes back 50 years ago in 1959 when they were building the city buildings and they built the new Fire Station 2. They saved this lot so we have enough area to build the new library that we see here. So we are a city of planning, and it's paying off now because I don't think we'd have the money to be able to buy this land today to build the library that we will have here soon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Pat. You know, I also want to mention that Pat is our longtime historian. He's our former fire chief, longtime city servant here in the community. And also, Councilmember Kilroy had mentioned he felt a little guilty about having only been a council member a couple years. You know, Councilmember Kilroy was on our planning commission, I believe, and was also instrumental in helping to make this project a reality during your time as an appointed official. So, man, thank you for that. Okay, at this point, I'd like to call up the chair of our Library Commission and president of the Friends of the Library of the Redondo Beach Public Libraries, Ruth Tewalt. Ruth, welcome.
Thank you, Mary Jane. At last, this day has come. I don't know about you, but in January, when we just punched a few holes in the wall, I thought, they could still change their minds. So I'm glad that this place is flat, there's no more building, and we're really starting. You said that there were people who questioned the wisdom of moving forward with this project, especially in this economic climate. And I can tell you, as a resident of North Redondo, I never for 1 minute questioned the wisdom of moving forward with a new North Branch Library. It's absolutely the right thing to do. And on behalf of the commission, the friends of the library, and the members of the community, I say let's stop talking and let's start digging. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ruth. Okay, I'd like to also at this point call up President of Redondo Beach Library Foundation, Rebecca Sargent, and then right after Rebecca we will have a special presentation from Steve Napolitano. Becky, it's great to see you.
You know, I look at everyone here this afternoon, and there are so many people that have had a piece of this project, but most of all, those folks who continued to support it through thick, through thin, when there was a little, you know, maybe we don't need to fundraise anymore. But you know, we committed from the foundation a great deal. And together with the friends of the library, we have done a tremendous amount of fundraising. We are very excited to have you here and to see the project move forward. In that vein, and by the way, we had our very successful Dolphin Dash on Saturday as a fundraiser, and it was a lot of fun. But we continue on the efforts, with the efforts that we need to get the project done. In that vein, I would like to invite Scott Anastasi, one of our foundation board members, to come up, and he has a few words to say.
Thank you, Becky. It's quite an honor for me to represent our company on the foundation. I think I've been on the foundation board now for 6 years, and we've made a couple commitments along the way, and our second commitment, we have a 191 unit senior project in Redondo Beach. What a great place to build homes, and as part of our fortune for being able to work and live in the city, we wanted to make a commitment to the library, and we have an ongoing $1,000 per home closing, and with that, sales have been good, even in this market, so I'd like to give Becky another $50,000 check. Thank you so much.
I'll buy your Dodger ticket.
So you see, folks, it's this kind of commitment, another $50,000 toward our commitment to build the library and to be supportive. Thank you, Scott, very much. Thanks to the community. And we'll look forward to seeing you all at the Dodger game on September 20th, okay?
Thank you so much, Becky. Okay, this time I'd like to call up Deputy for Supervisor Kanabe, Steve Napolitano. Supervisor Kanabe has been very supportive of our community and many nonprofit organizations, including this project throughout the years, and we are pleased to have Steve here. So Steve, welcome.
Thank you very much, and although I do agree with Ruth, time to stop talking and start on this library, but just a few words, because I know there's so much talk about the death of print, and the truth is the libraries are stronger and more used across the nation more than ever. It's just a testament, though, to community, how they've adapted, how they've made themselves useful in this day of the internet, and they're going to continue to do that. They really are not just libraries, places for books, but cultural centers, community centers, and it's so obvious here that this is a community library. This is going to be a people's library. The contribution that you just saw now, and the foundation, the strong foundation that you have going forward. So on behalf of Supervisor Kanabe, we really want to congratulate you on your vision for the future and your dedication to your people here in Redondo Beach. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Oh, very cool. Oh, beautiful scroll. The county has the neatest scrolls. They don't compare with the cities, but this is really great. All right. Oh, you know what? This is cool. Look at it. It's got the shovel and the foot in the dirt.
Good deal.
This is really great. Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate
I finished
that.
it up about 2 a.m. last night.
Really appreciate that. You know, I just wanted to close this by saying a big thank you to our community and all of the people that have made this possible that I haven't mentioned so far. I think that you know, Scott Anastasi and his company have just been angels when it comes to their the amount of their financial support for this project, and we can't thank Scott and his family and his business enough for the commitment that you folks have made. But there have also been others, from every single $10 dolphin that has been bought, to see that dolphin dumped off the pier and in hopes of maybe winning a $1,000 savings bond. There have been so many people throughout our community that have contributed in so many different ways. You see Sheila Kutkus out there who's just been a wonderful cheerleader for this project for many years, and her husband MJ as well. And it's people like these folks that have really made the difference and really made this project a reality for our community as well. So with that, I think what is now the procedure? Let's see, we've got some okay, by the truck. Okay, and we've got some mallets here. Oh, the pound stakes in the ground? Okay. I guess, yeah, we have the council members and city electeds, and also the Library Foundation, Friends of the Library folks. Everybody has a part in this.
They'll pick a muddy spot. I've got my change. Grab him one anyway. Maybe it's got the building thing on there. I know that song.
Dang dangerous. I'll stand next to the mayor. Oh, we're supposed to put it in.
I was going to hit myself.
was when they have it at the council meeting. What's going on?
I sent it to Kathy, and Jean had sent it to me as a flyer. And I sent it to Kathy. I said, send this flyer on to NRBBA, and then I just looked right before I.
Yeah.